Hey everyone, welcome to this problem on greatest common factor. Go ahead, pause the video, give it a shot, and then press play when you're ready. What is the greatest common factor between 42 and 56? All right, so to get a problem done here, like this one, we need to first understand what greatest common factor really means. So for short, that's GCF, greatest common factor. And what greatest common factor is, it's the number that can be divided into both of these, but it's the biggest one that can be divided into both of them. So here's a small example before I go into this one. So let's say we're looking at, let's say 8, and let's say we're looking at 12. If we're looking at a common factor between them, you could for sure say 2. 2 is a factor between 8 and 12, and you can say that all day. That's true. But is it the greatest common factor? Is it the biggest one? And that's a no. No, it would be 4, because 4 can go into both 8 and 12, and that's the largest number that can do that. So over here with 42 and 56, what you want to do is really list out those factors and find the biggest one. So there's 2 ways to do this. The first way is the slow way, and I'll show you the quicker way afterward. So 42 and 56, you can list out their factors. 1 times 42, you can say 2 times 21, you can say 6 times 7, and one that you may have missed, it would have been 3 and 14. All right, that would have been one that you've missed. And one thing that I've noticed is that if 14 is a factor of 42, how far is 42 to 56? Oh, it's 14 away. So you're just adding another 14. The answer is 14. It is 14 because if 14 can go into 42 and you're also 14 away from 56, that means if you, again, add another 14 or put another multiple of 14 in there, it works. It works just fine. But let's prove it though, another way. Another way that we can prove this, write out those factors of 56 to get 1 times 56, 2 and 28. I don't know what it would be times 3 because 3 doesn't go in there. You can do 4 because 4 would be 4 times 14. And the reason I know that is because I multiplied here by 2 and then divided that by 2 because I want to keep that balance. Because I knew that I could take a 2 from there and put it over here. So I would multiply this by 2, but take the 2 away from the 28. Yep, perfectly legal to do that, guys. Perfectly fine. Up next, we can take on, let's see, a 7 for sure, and that would be 7 times 8. So I hope you notice that 14, again, is that greatest factor, that greatest common factor between them. So that was one way to do it. Here is another way. So rewind the video if you want to see all of that, but it's now getting deleted. So here's another way to do it. We can list out the factor tree for each of them, and then just highlight what they have in common. Because I know that 42 is 2 times 21, and I know 21 is 3 times 7. So I know that 42 is 2 times 3 times 7. Let's do the same thing for 56. That'll be 2 times 28. Because it's even, I'm just using the easiest number possible. And then the 28 can be broken down into 2 and 14. And 14 can be broken down into 2 and 7. So again, those are the multiplications there. Boom. And so with that said, for 56, we're going to have 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. Why is that helpful? Simply put, we have a 2 in common here, and we also have a 7 in common there. So we can bring the 2 and the 7 together, and 2 times 7, that's 14. So the GCF, again, you just grab the factors that they have in common, those prime factors, those smallest factors, bring them together. And that's going to give you the GCF. So that's another way to solve it. Again, guys, that's what I'm about. I'm about showing you more than one way to do the problem so you can keep building that confidence and really ace that ASVAB the next time you take it. That's what it's all about. And I'm prouder of you guys every day for continuing to make that push. So with that said, we'll see you in the next video. Keep trying, and we'll look forward to seeing you there.